Hi, and welcome again to our little chemistry series. And today we're going to be talking about salts. Now, the most common salt that you talk about is the salt that you put on your hot chips, and it is a salt, and it's a salt in the chemical sense as well, in that a salt is a compound made from a metal and a non-metal. And in this case, the salt that we are typically using is sodium chloride. And that is our table salt. So sodium chloride, sodium being the metal and chloride being the non-metal. So a salt is an ionic compound composed of a metal and a non-metal. Simple as that. Now, not all salts are edible. It just so happens that the salt that we have from sodium chloride is edible, but not all salts are edible. Copper sulfate and calcium sulfate are two other different types of salts. Again, our calcium sulfate, it is used to make our plaster of Paris, and our copper sulfate is that lovely blue color that we make our crystals with. Both of those are a salt, but certainly not edible there, but they are named again purely by the combination of that metal and a non-metal. So let's have a look at what we're going to use that for. When we do some chemical equations, we always need to name the salt, and all of the reactions that we're going to look at have a salt as one of their products. So you need to be able to name these salts in your word equations. So when we are looking at reactions with an acid, which are all the reactions, or not all the reactions, but many of the reactions we're going to look at, the first part of the name always comes from the metal, and the second part depends on the acid that is used. So when I'm using hydrochloric acid, we're always going to form a chloride, nitric acid always a nitrate, sulfuric acid always a sulfate. Reactions with oxygens will form oxides. Sulfur will form sulfides, and so on. And practice in class will help you with this certainly. So we'll continue back with our reactions. Good luck with the equations, and don't forget to ask your teacher if ever you're having any trouble with any of the above. Talk to you soon.